Okay, welcome back. Episode 41 of our campaign playthrough of our Dark Hero Shade. This very well might be our last episode of the series. If there's questions, please leave comments or whatever. I'll do my best to get around and answer them. Questions or comments, or maybe something else you'd like to see after this. Um, it may or may not be our last episode of this. We've got the Dragon's Quest. Sometimes it might take a little bit of luck, but I don't think so. I think that I feel fairly confident with our heroes that we have, that we built, and my knowledge of the game that we will be able to beat the dragon one way or the other. We probably don't have the ideal deck to do the trials that he's got, like his quest, so we'll probably just do the beatdown in combat. I'll go over a little bit kind of ways that beating that isn't too bad with the right hero group, but the dragon can definitely throw wrenches into your plans. Like, even if you have a good plan on how you're going to do it, he can definitely impact that. So with that, we do have quite a few campaign resources. No more side stories. Like I said, we'll have a few more of those coming, so no matter how many shadow quests you do or the trials of light you do, there'll be enough to get you through with a side story for every single one. We're going to visit the market first of all to see if there's anything really good there or anything that we really want. I don't want the Book of the Dead. The merchant is okay, but we haven't really been using the commoners. Not buying a power at this point. I will take a refresh. And don't need a shield in our armory. Book of the Dead reappeared. The expert heist. So we'd have to put the market in, which we definitely can do. And the first time you do it, lose a little bit of that would be game balance, gain some vault, gain a couple market items, and recruit a rogue. I think we will take that. So then we'll go back to our commerce. We will put the market back in here. Assign to location. We still have 490 left. See if anything we really want to get. I think we will take affordable smithing, and I think that for our last spending our money, we will like the dark dealings. That will go for tutelage. That spends our money. Next step, we'll go to the infirmary. It doesn't really matter. I guess we won't be taking Mullivan to the final fight. Too bad we didn't get to see his powers. He is a tier 3 hero, but it's fun to play with. Got some interesting mechanics. And then we will go to our training hall, and I think that I'd want to upgrade our attack on Hide and Shadow, which we have more than enough. Or I could keep it even and upgrade the resources, but I want to spend close to everything that I have. So we're not much better off right now with our campaign experience and our campaign resources than where we started. So now it's just deciding the heroes that are going to go face the dragon. And we'll get into the dragon and what his mechanics are. The heroes we pick here are not guaranteed. They're not guaranteed to live. if we were going to try and do his quests, we would want. We'll get into that. Just need to pick one more hero to come with us. They think that I'll take Kreslin back. So yeah, we'll jump in with this set right here, and we'll start Dragon's Destiny.
As the sun rises over the horizon on what might be your last day, you see it in the distance. The dragon with its fiery breath and towering wings, heading towards your town. The terror that has consumed Tel's Holding is now upon you, and there was no turning back. You have done your best to prepare to face this legendary beast. With the ritual of flame in place, the dragon would not be able to burn the city to the ground, but it would not stop it from crushing everything with its might, or incinerating any that tried to fight it in combat. In spite of the danger, with determination burning within your chest, you stand your ground and your companions step forth with you to face the beast head-on. For this was your town, and you were not going down without a fight against this ruthless creature.
Our town. The first thing you may notice is we got a different background for this fight. The dragon's coming to town. There's different music for this fight, different music in the battles. Well, hopefully people appreciate those little details if and when they make it this far. So we're going to check out some different things. He's going to try and destroy us, so dealing with wound management, just can't get more than 15 wounds after turn 3. The Mayhem, got to beat him 5 times. He is beefy and he will level up. Doesn't have a lot of things, but his ambition is probably the nastiest in the game. We pick a random hero group in play, destroy all heroes from that set anywhere. Die Hard will function normally, so that's kind of a hint or tip or a trick. If you can get Die Hard on your heroes, then they will be safe from the Dragon's Fire. So getting those top tier cards that have Die Hard is definitely recommended. Recommend it. And the other thing with Dragonfire is after it triggers, it brings in a new random hero set into the hero deck. So he's not going to just wipe your heroes completely out. He will wipe them out one at a time, and then other heroes will come in. And this is where you can plan it out and get a perfect plan of how you're going to beat them, and a couple of ambitions will just completely lay waste to your plans. He also has only a couple of powers. The Fortified Horde gets stronger if he has a bigger horde. And his Gold Frenzy, whenever a treasure card is pulled from the adventure deck, he will draw another card from the adventure deck. So cards are trying to manage the adventure deck through treasure cards. There's a couple ways, I think we discussed on that briefly, ways that happens. Doesn't work on the dragon. He knows those tricks. It'll actually make things better for him if you do those type of things. Then we covered Destroy the Hero. The Mythical Trials. So this is a set of 7 difficult trials that must be completed. They may be completed in any order. So you got to get a whole bunch of wounds. You got to get 10 or more vault. Some of these really aren't that bad. Have 1 or more of every available essence. Why it reads 1 or more of every available essence is because these quests and stuff and sagas are all interchangeable. If you were fighting a rune and she seals off one of the essences, that wouldn't count against you, like, because you can't get that essence. So just as a note, like if you were fighting her with the mythical trial, gain 1 or more dark deed, gain 1 or more heroic deed. So this is the part that is a little bit tricky to attain. Again, if you have the right deck, it is not bad at all if you have decks that manage that balance chart. And there's more than a lot of them. We do not have many that modify it or any that modify it positively. We have a lot that can drag it down negatively. So it would just be balancing kind of a couple of hero sets that can take it up, or a couple of hero sets that will take it down. Now, the dragon's minion is the hatchling, which do kidnap people. So you can do it without it, and we can try a little bit, but we'll see where things go. Generally, the way I like to do it is either get my one heroic deed and then work on getting the dark deeds, or vice versa. Like, so if you're going to go for winning it and beating the mythical trial, like go hard or patient one way and then go back down the other way, because these will be the most difficult one. You can also see that these are listed in red. When we complete one of them, they will change. We can mouse in here and see what still needs to be done. Need to defeat the archvillain once. Yeah, we're probably going to win by just defeating him the 5 times and obtaining a relic. And we've got multiple mysterious strangers, so we'll obtaining a relic. Just gotta wait the number of turns, and that's a given. So the mythical trials do seem a little bit daunting, but they are definitely doable. But like I said, I think we are going to try and just beat the dragon down 5 times, but we'll see how things go. We'll play it out a little bit and see where they go. So let's get started. Lord's Retribution. I think I am going to take this early. It does have Die Hard too, so the dragon's not going to be able to get rid of that card, even if he gets rid of the set that one's in. And I think we'll take a side quest. 4 attack. I'm not going to bother doing anything. So the side quest is the cultist is a champion cultist. Activate the call. I think we will beat this side quest. It's going to succeed. Get us some experience, some vault. So our balance is only even. Now we'll take the Wild Frenzy card, and we'll visit our prize stables. Yeah, these ones make it hard to get that heroic one. You don't want them to leave, because if they leave, they trigger the ambitious effect. If we beat them, we take a -4 penalty to balance. We maybe should have, if we were serious about doing the mythical trials, which I think we're just going to beat the dragon down. I've said that a few times, but if we were serious about this, we probably would have put in the charity store. Oh, we do want to use the market store. Almost forgot about that, because we have the heist there. And we will hire a mercenary, which gave us the red. This is going to give us the yellow. It's money. activate the call, but we will activate the hunger. And we can activate the advanced regeneration and the backstab. Nothing to regenerate, but a very healthy attack. Just tried to decide which way I want to go. I'm going to buy around. Play closing time. Take Lost in the Woods. Take a Hex Bolt. And use the Assassins. Get rid of one of these little cards. So here is one interesting one that he's got. They're all a little bit amped up, but we're going to gain 7 wounds and depart all rescued common folks. So the 7 wounds is kind of hurtful. And we're not letting this guy get away, so we're going to fight them. The fire elemental has lingering, and we've applied a bleeding wound to him, so he can sit there. So we'll attack the Dragon Cult Warrior. And with our affordable thing, we're going to use the market and do the heist. So we can see we got the rogue, we got the one for using the market, and then we got 2 bonus ones, and we got a couple vault. So if we were to look at our mythical trials, we can see we've already completed one because we got a dark deed, and we've defeated the archvillain. Like I said, going back to getting this, now working all the way back to +1 here would be difficult with the hard cards we have, so, and we don't have the charity, so if we were serious about doing it, we'd have the charity, so we'll just beat the dragon 4 more times. It's a nice healthy 18 attack, but it's not quite enough for me to want to go after the dragon yet. If I assassinate, that will bring us to 20 attack, which will be a fairly decent chance to. But I think instead we won't rush it. We will fight him and the leader. Let's see what we can get. Push it back, half the hatchlings coming. And we might as well beat this one down as well. And that's another win. So, to play this. Kind of a waste at this point. lots of choices. I think that I'll deck build and I'll train. We have lots of experience already. Normally, when we train, I am all for getting the top guy normally, but this Comet card is an exception, the most expensive card, because it has rapid deploy, so I want to wait until I need to pull it into there. But I think that I'm going to take the Wound Liquor card, and with $3, the Smith. And we got a War Sword, nice. Yep, this will be a healing turn, a recovery turn. Well, here's going to come his first ambition. Followed up by a second ambition. So he's jumped to a 44% victory, and we can see that he has destroyed the Ragnarok, which we hadn't recruited any cards of yet. Ragnarok brought in the Old Man, and then he destroyed the Old Man. So not a big loss, but that's what it is. Can we afford to lose any of these cards? This one has Die Hard 2, so if the Blessing of Death shouldn't take it, so we will. Actually, don't think we would. I don't think we're going to use it this turn. We're going to heal up this turn. We'll put him, return him to the Weave, bottom of the deck. We will activate, we'll buy Gluttonous Sod, and then we'll activate Greed, which will be that. And I think that I will take a Elven Heritage card. I was supposed to recover. Oops. Let's hire a mercenary. Yes. Attack. I think we'll go back after the dragon. Damaged all stores, not a big deal. Oh, he did completely wipe out this store, which is our assassins, so we can't use them at all. Just lots and lots of Athma. But like a trick to avoiding the dragon fire is kind of hire different cards from different card sets, so that's what I'm somewhat trying to do here as well. And I will use the 4 attack. We're not really that wounded. If he gives us another wound, not a big deal. We'll put the warrior back to the bottom of the deck. Nail. heritage. 16 is not enough to go after the dragon. Mercenaries probably will not get us there. Buy around, which put the card that I was saving up there, but want to rotate through some of these cards as good as I can. Take that, and we'll do training. And I'm going to train our Lost in the Wild card into Barbaric Onslaught. And fight the hatch then. Okay, so like yellow, our training has the power to give us a yellow, but I don't think we're going to be able to generate enough resources to activate the training. 3, 4, 1 short. I'm not going to play these cards. Instead, I'm going to take a side job. A couple wounds in there. Can definitely use the Blessing of Death. That. I don't think we're going to be able to get high enough to attack him, so I think that I am going to take another side job again. I need more cards that generate resources for us. It's probably going to be enough to go after him once. If we hire the mercenaries, we'll generate another power essence, which will make the war sword even stronger. 32. Ravenous Hunger times 4. You'll just these are gonna be cards that it'll eat from that are in play. I took some good cards, but that's the price of fighting the dragon. We'll buy our Relic Hunter and Royal Sauce. Yeah, we're gonna attempt the Hex, see what's there. Would love a yellow card, which we should be able to get. There's some Woodland Alliance cards. Sure, we'll strafe. The ale. We're going to get yellow, so we're going to get that by training. Trader. And another Mega Strife is tempting, but I think I'm going to go for the Woodland Alliance. That gives us our yellow because we trained, so we can fulfill a need. And we can get resourceful here. Reckless Rampage. Now we'll fulfill this need first. Push him back. See what's coming. Dragonfire is coming next. I will definitely play this Lord's Retribution. It's to 11, 14. Let's see what we can get to. 15, 19, 23. Nothing else we can do. Oh, there we lost Crestland. Dragon is up to 71. He wins when he hits 80 heroes destroyed, so he's working away at that. Nice to draw a card. Play the mercenaries. Royal Sauce. I guess this might do it for us. The bear will. 32. I'll definitely go after him. What's the next card up here? Mysterious Stranger. Yeah, don't wanna play the Hex and get rid of that. Try for the Dragon. He has built up quite a bit of defenses. But looks like we had more than enough attack. Still have a bit left. Five Dark Deeds. If we look where we are in the Mythical Trials, surprised we haven't got the wounds, but we haven't. And the Heroic Deed, and we'll be getting the Relic next. So, like, we will have ended up, I guess, being too short. But again, we only need to defeat the dragon one more time. But it is close. If he gets a couple more ambitions, he will win this fight. But we only need to beat him once more as well. The Woe of the Weave have come up. I would love to get that, but unfortunately we do not have any money. We'll say better when drinking. Looks like a pretty good hand for at least drawing cards. Play a couple neglects. that yellow, get a relic. The green. Played a Rael. Do we have a Rael? Nope. Greed. Yes, please. It's going to get rid of our 4 cost with an alliance card. Guess that'll be okay. We are going to activate the training right now. We are going to train our survivor card into Wool of the Weave, which will be protected. Or buy this. Not going to play our hexes. We'll just wait a turn. Bide our time. Save the vault. Hatchling's coming up next. Play better when drinking. Scavenge. Now we can play this Hex because it will draw the Lord's Retribution into our hand. Don't really have any commoners left. Yep, this will return him to the Weave. If we play it, and if we don't, we can get our advanced regeneration off. Resourceful. To 20, the dragon's way more than that. So I think we will fight. We will take another of his cards and another of his cards. We'll take a Lost in the Wild as well. Nothing. So 31 and 13, we're going to want a round of 40 attack to beat that dragon, just very roughly. Oh, Pair Stables. Scene won't activate. This will. Play our Shadow Step first. Greed. Buy the last hero. And then we're going to get rid of a 5-cost hero, which will be fine. I'm going to hire the Mercs. Bring in the Woodland Alliance. Which we haven't seen their cards yet, but they'll be coming soon. I'd like that draw card. Do you have 1 wound, so we'll draw 1 card. Not sure I want to risk the Hex. bear will draw a card. Gold. And we're going to train our royal sauce into our sign of the book. 22, 28, 28, 32. That is not enough that I want to risk it, but we do have the comet, so that changes stuff. I think that we will make a run at him. Bring in the comet up to 36. The reckless rampage takes us to 40. 40 is going to be a fairly decent shot, but it is not guaranteed with 15 shields. Get 15 ruins here, so let's see what happens. And he is successful. It's kind of a nasty one too. Essentially makes you more or less miss a turn, but we don't have to face that because we beat him.
As you stand amidst the death and destruction, you couldn't help but feel a sense of relief wash over you. The bloody battle is finally over. The dragon lays dead at your feet, its once fierce fiery eyes now closed forever. Many perished in the fight, their sacrifices not forgotten, as they helped to save Tel's holding from destruction. You know that you and those that battled at your side would be celebrated and honored as the saviors of the realm, praised for your bravery and strength in defeating such a formidable foe. After a long day, as the moon begins to rise, a great celebration is thrown for you and your friends. Minstrels play and sing ballads of your victory. Food is consumed and drink flows freely. Laughter and cheer echo throughout the city as people party long into the night, celebrating your triumph. A few days after the excitement settles, you have time to reflect.
So, this will be ending our series here. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, learned some things. Again, if there's questions or comments, please reply to the video or go to the Steam page and start up some discussion there. Just as a note, there are, I believe, 5 possible endings where we'll get the narrator to tell us. There's 5 different ways it can end. Essentially, a super dark one, which this playthrough has ended up being, a super heroic one, which would be the exact opposite. Then there's a mostly good one, a kind of bad one, and then a neutral one. And there's different ways. I think there's achievements for 3 of them, like a good one, a bad one, and a middling one, a neutral one. Neutral one is a little bit tricky to do, but they're all for sure achievable. So we'll go through here, let the credits roll to see if I have any more commentary, but this will pretty much wrap things up.
You sit alone in your favorite chair, your chin resting on your hand, your mind deep in thoughtful recollection. You started as the hero, fighting for justice and protecting the innocent. But as your trials wore on and your power grew, so did your ambition and thirst for control. Now, looking back at all you've faced and the actions you've taken, it dawns on you. You are not at all heroic or righteous. In fact, maybe you are just as bad or even worse than any of the villains who have posed a threat to the realm. The realization hits hard, like a punch to the gut, and suddenly everything around seems darker than before. The outlook for the kingdom is grim, with you its dark champion leading it forward.
So there we have our monologue, and then I think we roll into the credits here. I think it's a nice touch too. There's different theme musics for kind of the different feel of it. And that essentially wraps it up. So hopefully you've enjoyed the series. Again, hopefully you've learned stuff. And again, if you have comments, reach out on Steam or on the videos themselves. And thanks for tuning into the series.